INTER, Interpol, International Police Organizations. Interpol president alleges the torture rise as a symbol of UAE soft power. Amid Nasser, a rising election has raised concern about human rights and surveillance. Humanity United. Major General Army Nasser rises and ascended through the rank of Interior Ministry in Abu Dhabi, associated with United Arab Emirates transformation high-tech surveillance state. His personal achievements include diploma in police management from the University of Cambridge, a doctorate policy security community safety London Metropolitan University, and a Medal of Honor from Italy. Now in the big soft power win for the UAE attempt to legitimize the policies method internationally. He has been elected president of the global policy organization Interpol, to the dismay of human rights defenders. Often photographed smiling, Raisi is the long-standing Inspector General, Interior Ministry, responsible for the supervision's detention center, policing. Multiple former detainees accuse him using this position green light abuse, including torture. Raisi writes to the Interpol presidency's legitimized the law of conduct security force in UAE, said Matthew Hedges, British academic expert. The Emirates, who was detained there for 7 months of espionage charge, Hedge, who was eventually pardoned, said Rice was responsible for his arrest, also oversaw the torture he said he suffered in detentions. This translates a green light for the state to continue acting in a way abuse accountability as human right, legitimized delusions, rule of law, emboldens authority abuse system to detention hedges. This is really big warning to the international community that across the border abuse can be where occur. So the Gulf state had previously said that Hedges was not subject to any physical or psychological mistreatment during his detention. Thus, the Interior Ministry win a recognition the vital role of UAE all over the world. So the UAE said, now head of this international organization working in the field of security policies and will do its best to make a world safer place. In an unusually public campaign for the law, Raisi boasts technological transformation, overhauled its policy, and the surveillance in UAE. This is including introductions of the erased facial scanning technology. It's like eye scan or whatever, or facial scanning technology. The creation of Interior Ministry first General Director of Happiness. So his domestic policy changed under in the Abu Dhabi, Dubai status two of the world most severe city. One system called Falcon Eye Falcon Eye, deploy thousands of cameras, monitor not just traffic violations, and also behavior issue like public hygiene incident, like people gathering in an area where they are not allowed to, according to the report by the state news agency. The rise in surveillance has been accompanied by crackdown on domestic criticism, human rights. The government pervasive domestic surveillance has led extensive self-censorship by the UAE resident. The UAE-based institutions, the stonewalling, censorship, possible surveillance of the new media by the government. So Abdullah Alodi from the Washington D.C. Organization Democrats for the Arab world now, UAE has been applying two pronged approach, epitomics. Besides, the Mr. Razi's interpol wing, cracking down hard every voice of dissent, investigating in public relationship, like lobby, soft power, spot, entertainment. So, the Christoph Davidson, the author of the book Statecraft Middle East, described Razi is an example of the high-performing technology member of UAE political society who had found success under the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Zayed. Not yet. The key to regime of the Mohammed bin Zayed has been to get things done, to stamp out corruption. Despite all criticisms, UAE and Abu Dhabi today is far less corrupt place was 15 years ago. These were people in trust to clean up ministries, said Davidson, stamping out corruptions at a time including arresting the wealthy critical, that was the person, former advisor, lawyer family, Kadim or Grabis, and a businessman who said he was scapegoat by the Abu Dhabi authority for embezzling millions of its detained in the the prison, ALWTHBA or Wasabad prison. In the prison overseeing the Razi, also hold human rights defender Amin Mansour, who spent more than a year in prison, said he witnessed torture there. There is wrongful imprisonment, no application of the rule of law. People are being prosecuted for the crime they did not commit. Oh, really bad. Yeah, they prosecute for the crime they did not commit. That's very bad. The Ibrahim said he was totally appalled by the Razi victory in the interpol election race. Davidson said the UAE was using wealth and resource to buy the reputation shortcut on the international stage. The policy in the UAE has a problem, but it's the way saying the word they are credible or respectable, he said. Obtaining the presidency in interpol symbolizes moving the right directions. Oh my God. The Jali Hatches from the Geneva-based organization Global Initiative Against Transnational Organized Crime said the Razi election highlight the struggle between the liberal and the illiberal nations within the international institutions such as Interpol, and was victory anti-democratic countries. So on the surface, Abu Dhabi, thanks to excellent soft power outreach market, It's a modern state, happened to be a dependable friend of the major Western democracies. In reality, Emirati, whose government style has been partly inspired by the China. Oh yeah, China's strict form, authoritarianism, always campaign against liberalism and its key principle. So, spokesperson UAE Embassy in London did not respond to requests or comment. Wow, we have small favor asked since started published 200 years ago. Meaning of praise, trust, back. Whatever is excellent, you know. I hope this is they torture me. Those immigration police follow me everywhere when I was in Dubai, and actually I spend money when I overstay. Every day I spend money, more money. Stayed one day, spend 1 minute. It's more money I spend. Because I not work there. I just spend money. I'm tourist. And I got punishment by those surveillance and the police. And they try to blackmail me, follow me everywhere. And when I reject because I just overstay and my court case is closed. So I don't need to pay extra lawyer fee to anyone. I don't owe any one dime to the Dubai government. So I hope this is, got to pay attention by the Dubai UAE government now. So also my case, my experience in unsuffer. Actually, I want to meet one of a lawyer member for 4 years. I just try to meet that he's a member of a Dubai lawyer family member. He want to meet me. We want to meet, have personal talk. And we are not freedom for that in Dubai. This is crazy. And he's a lawyer member. He's not And I'm just tourist. So I think this is something very bad, very unreasonable for anywhere in the world, in this kind of total system. And those are people just want to money and bribe and the corruptions together. They are organized crime in Dubai, in UAE. So have to be stopped this now. Otherwise too late. INTER, Interpol, International Police Organizations. Interpol president alleges the torture rise as a symbol of UAE soft power. Amit Nasser